Good day everyone, my name is Hanilo Pasikaran, a BSBA 2B student. I am here in front of you to discuss about the national artists of the Philippines in visual art, architect, and fashion design. So number one on our list in visual artists is Geraldine Javier. She is a Filipino visual artist whose work is best known for her blends of painting with various medias, and is recognized one of the most celebrated Southeast Asian artists both in academic world and in the art market. Born at Makati 1970, attainment at UP College of Fine Arts. So next on our list is Fernando Amarsolo, a portrait painter and a rural Philippines landscape. He painted and sketches more than 10,000 pieces of his lifetime using natural and backlight techniques. His most known work is the Dalagang Pilipina and the landscape of his Filipino homeland and a portrait of the World War II scenes. So third on our list is Hernando Ruiz Ocampo. He is a Filipino national artist in visual art. He is also fictionist, a playwright, and an editor. He was born at Manila at April 28, 1911. In architect, number one is Leonardo Luxem, 1928-1994. He was one of the modern architects who shaped the modern Filipino architecture during his career. He built 5 churches, over 30 different buildings, over 70 residences and major landmarks in the Philippines, including the Cultural Center of the Philippines. Next is Pablo Antonio the Singer, born at the turn of the century of national artist and for architecture, a pioneer modern Filipino architecture. His basic design is grounded on simplicity, no clutter. The lines are clean and smooth, and where there are curves, these are made integral to the structure. Next on our list in the architecture is Felix Arroyo. He is the first Filipino architect who studied at London and began his architectural practice in 1858. In 1877 to 1880, he was employed by the Spanish government as the municipal architect of Manila. Next on our list is Juan Nathfiel. Juan Nathfiel is the father of the Philippine architecture and the very first national artist for architecture. Nathfiel's greatest contribution in the country is the belief that there is such a thing as a Philippine architect, exposing the architecture reflective of Philippine tradition cultures. Next was Francesco Manosa, also known as Bobby, was a Filipino architect considered one of the most influential Filipino architects of the 20th century for having pioneered the art of Philippine New Vernacular Architecture. Born at Manila in 1931, received the National Artist Award, the architect of the Coconut Palace. Let's go to the fashion designer. We have Senko. He is a Filipino, one of the most prominent Filipino designer. He dressed a long list of Miss Universe, hopeful and outgoing title holder in his opulent creation. In addition, being a good designer to the multiple Hollywood stars.